Yo, 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 what is happening? Welcome to another Dumb Show, episode number 279, I believe. So good to have you guys here with me. Hope you guys had a great day today. I have, and a great couple, I don't know, it's been a week or so since we talked, so I hope you had a great week or so since the last time we talked. Things been good over here, and we'll get to talking about all that as we move along throughout the show tonight. If you have not already taken a second to do so, please hit the thumbs up and like tonight's episode. I would greatly appreciate it if you did that. If you're not watching live and you're watching the replay of the show, go ahead and get your comments in on whatever we're talking about. I'll read those comments back live on the next episode of the show. And of course, if you could share the show, that's great. Tell your friends, all that good stuff. And make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And make sure you have your notifications turned on, because you never know when we're going to go live. So I'll make sure you have those notifications turned on. Don't forget, you can always download the show as an audio-only podcast through YouTube Music. So take a second to do that. If you cannot watch the show live and you want to just listen to it while you're on the job or whatever, you can do that. Follow the show, X, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff at Another Dumb Show. Shout out to the League. What is going on? Shout out to the League of Dummies. That's our live chat group here on Another Dumb Show. I believe, let's see, true first was Pat Wooey, but Angelina gets the love for first because she used the first emoji, and that's how we do things here on Another Dumb Show. Don't forget, guys, you can help support the show through your super chats and stickers, and you can also help support the show by becoming a member. Just hit the join button and you'll have access to helping out the show. That's what that's going to do. So I think at some point we might see Mikey tonight. He has, I know he worked all day today, and he was just, by the time I texted him, it was a little bit later. So we'll see if he makes his way on this evening. So hopefully we'll see Mikey tonight. I think these phones are working. I hope. I did some tinkering with some settings. I might have screwed them up, but if you guys want to try giving us a call, you can do that. 216-800-5169, 216-800-5169. So I had a fun day today, guys. I got to do one of my favorite things, which is give Bean Arena a bath. Hold on one second. I don't know why my taskbar is not going away. Hold on. What is this doing here? Taskbars. Where's my taskbar behaviors? Automatically hide taskbar. It always does not go away every time. It's annoying. Anyway, so why is this taskbar not just going away? Thank you. My God. Sorry, I'm trying to show you guys something on my desktop, and this taskbar won't go away. Anyway, so I got to do one of my favorite things today, was give Bean Arena a bath. Well, B1 really does most of the work. I'm the emotional support daddy who helps out. We gave her a crypto cut. Which one? Why did I hit the wrong button there? Oh, yeah. There we go. Just that one. That's just me. No Mikey right now. Wait, that's the wrong one, too. God damn, fat thumbs. We'll get to James Gunn in a second. But anyway, speaking of James Gunn and crypto, James Gunn's dog was the dog it was, modeled after to make crypto in the movie Superman 2025. Anyway, we tried to give her a crypto cut today. I wonder if I can find, let's see, let me pull up a crypto. See how good we did with the crypto cut. All right, so let's open this in a new tab. All right, there's the crypto cut. All right, there's Bean Arena. Let's do a side-by-side on these guys. Oh, it won't let me do it. Oh, it won't let me do it. Oh, well, never mind. All right, so there you go. There's my Bean Arena. Looking like crypto. I think she did a good job. B1 did most of the work. I just did a little trimming here and there. Every time I trim something, she says I screw it up. And then it makes me feel real bad. But anyway. Let's see here. Michael K asks, he's asking, because Tyler says, hey, we need to hear for Loco Frank call in. Yeah, I know. I don't know if he knows the new number or not. So we'll have to see if we can get for Loco Frank to call in one of these days. And you guys are welcome to try to give us a call too. But Tyler says, yeah, we need to hear for Loco Frank. And Michael K replies back, says, Tyler, do you remember that one caller who would just call in and ramble about getting in and out of jail and getting his guns back, and he let some girl live with him and blah, blah, blah? I remember that story. That was Jake. I don't remember if it was not, I think that was Drunk Jake. because we have a not drunk Jake and drunk Jake that would call in. So I don't ever know. I don't know whatever happened to that Jake guy and that crazy story with the girl in his house and the guns. That was crazy. So, guys, big news. Superman is out on. I'm not going to spend all day talking about Superman, I promise. But Superman's out on. It's streaming right now. I've watched it 7 times at least, maybe 8 now in total, with my times going to the theater and going to see it. Look at Mikey's getting set up, so we'll give him a chance to get all set up. I see him down there, so we'll give him a minute to get all squared away there and lights on and all that good stuff. But yeah, I've now watched Superman. I saw it twice in the theaters. See, twice in the theaters, 3 times. Twice in the theaters. Yeah, twice. And then at home now, 5 times at least. I just turn it on when I wake up in the morning and just put it on. It's what I watch. Instead of the news, what I just normally put on. Like, I have no idea what's going on in the world right now. It could be World War III for all I know with Ukraine and Russia and stuff. But I don't know, because I'm just watching Superman streaming. But I do have a quick little clip for you. Let me see. Mikey's still working on that over there. I do have a clip of, because coming out next week, or not next, excuse me, this week, on Thursday, in fact. I think it's Thursday at 9 p.m. on HBO Max. We have Peacemaker Season 2. Peacemaker is the John Cena character. And I watched season 1 of Peacemaker. I just don't remember really any of it, from that matter. Oh, looks like we got Mikey on. Oh, his mic was on too, so good stuff. What is up, Hold on one sec. We'll get back to James Gunn. Do I have this set up right for us to be... Where's my 2-box with me and you? Why does this look like this? Oh, there we go. It works. Perfect. What's up, dude? How are you?
What up? How's it sound with no headphones or mic?
Sounds great, actually. Sounds perfect. I would just tilt the screen down more because you got a lot of headroom.
Oh, geez. Well, yeah, it's about to... I'm using my water paraphernalia to hold it up.
Don't do
that. The iPad's a little bit bigger.
Oh, it's your iPad. Okay.
It almost knocked the whole thing
That looks
over.
perfect.
That would have smelled horrible, dude. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I haven't used the bong. I haven't used the bong in a long time because for that reason, I would break them or spill them so frequently that I just said, fuck it, I stopped using them.
I think the water's been in this thing for like 6 months.
Oh my God, dude, that's so gross. No wonder you're sick all the time. Christ. Dude, I got to tell you, this iPad looks 1,000 times better than your computer does. Even without a bunch of lights on.
Trying to figure out where the camera's at. Oh, the camera's up at the top, but it still looks like I'm looking down.
You're perfect. You're right in the middle. You look great. All set, because we're like, our heads are level. We actually got it right for once. So,
I do gotta go get a hat because I can't look at this ugly mug nonstop.
Go ahead. Get a hat. Go ahead. Do what you got to do. Anyway, so while Mikey's getting a hat, I'll go back to Peacemaker for just a sec. I think I'll see him pop back up. He can jump back in. Yeah.
Let me watch John Cena dancing some whitey tighty some more.
Yeah, I know. See, that's the thing. I don't remember anything from Peacemaker season 1. Not a single iota of it, other than the fact that I remember liking it.
I just rewatched it last week.
That's the plan for me, is I'm going to rewatch it. I'm going to start rewatching it and get as much done, binge as much as I can. Probably starting tonight when we end, I'm going to put it back on and then roll it through and hopefully get as much as I can in by Thursday.
Dude, you'll have it done in a night. I watched all of Daredevil Reborn in one day yesterday.
Perfect. So I'm going to watch that. And the reason I want to watch that is because of this clip here that I have. I have James Gunn talking about why Peacemaker Season 2 is important for everybody to watch. So let me make sure.
It's a linchpin.
Yeah, here we go.
It's a big part. I mean, definitely Superman leads directly into Peacemaker. Should be noted that this is for adults, not for children. But Superman leads into this show, and then we have the setting up of all of the rest of the DCU in this season of Peacemaker. It's incredibly important. Lots of guest stars coming up, lots of characters that are going to show up that we've already met in Superman. And I don't think there's anything I've ever done that I love more than this season of Peacemaker. So I'm so excited for people to see it.
So hell yeah,
liar.
So, what do you mean? What's he lying about?
Dude, how do you like doing a season of Peacemaker when you are like the creator and father of Guardians of the Galaxy?
of the whole and now a whole universe too. I mean, he went from
I still haven't seen Superman yet.
bro, what are you waiting for? You're killing me.
I know. Well, doesn't it cost money to stream it?
Of course, yeah, you're gonna rent it or buy it. I just bought it because I mean I knew I was gonna watch. I watched it 7 times now, and I never rewatch stuff. I hate rewatching stuff, and
I know
but
that's surprising for you.
I can rewatch Superman because I'm looking for different things in it every time I watch it, or new things I haven't. Like every time I find something small and new, like when he's like I missed him the first 2 times I saw it. I missed him say golly. When he like fall after he gets blasted with the sun. That's just like Superman stuff, you know what I mean? That I like.
I can't hate on you for it. I've watched through the full MCU like 3 times, 4 times. So
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's a good movie. You got to watch it, dude. And I'll tell you what, without spoiling anything, the reason I figured out after watching it, I think time number 4 through, because I couldn't put my finger on why I like it so much. And then I figured out it's because the entire plot of the movie is essentially the reason I love Superman. It's his choice to be good or bad. And it's.
and I read like it like humanizes Superman a little bit too.
Oh, it really does. There's one like passionate speech he gives at one point, and it's so good.
Yeah, that's when he gets in the argument with James Gunn of the director's cut.
I don't know. This is what I don't understand. I thought I was buying when I bought this thing on Prime. I assumed I was getting some sort of director's cut with a bunch of extras in it, but it's the exact same movie. I don't understand what I bought. I'm very confused about it. But
yeah, I don't know how that works for any of that. I used to buy all my movies through the Xbox Movies app, and they don't sell movies or TV shows anymore.
oh, Xbox doesn't do that?
No, I just have a library of my 200 movies and TV shows that I've bought over the last 20 years, and I can't add to it.
Now, what did they have like a market, an Xbox Live market kind of deal that you could get movies through?
Yeah, for like you can rent movies, buy movies, like the same as Amazon or Apple TV.
What? I didn't even know that existed. Why did they get rid of it?
No idea. They just stopped selling the movies and stuff like that.
Huh?
I just
weird.
tried to get on the other day because I was going to buy. No, I was looking to see. I really want to watch the movie Weapons.
I don't even know what that movie is. What's Weapons?
Dude, the new Josh Brolin horror movie with the whole first grade class that goes missing. It's 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Back-to-back weekends, #1 in the box office. First time for a horror movie in like 10 years.
So I haven't seen. So I have 2 movies that you suggested that I need to watch because I got to watch that Sinner movie still. I haven't watched that yet.
I've watched that 3 times.
Okay, I got to watch that, and now Weapon. Okay.
Weapons isn't going to be out for a while. I still can't get it. It's in the theaters.
All right. Well, I promise I'll watch Sinners if you promise to watch Superman. It's good, dude. It's worth watching. It really is.
I'll buy Superman this weekend.
Cool, and you'll appreciate it too because you've been to Cleveland, so you know what it's like here and what it looks like. So it's very prominently displayed in the. I know you're not from Cleveland, but you got a place in your heart for Cleveland. So
I was just in Cleveland.
when just like last week,
Saturday.
I was going to say. I think who'd you go see?
Morgan Wallen.
No fucking way.
Yeah, I was in the pit.
That's crazy. Did you go with the car sales chick?
Yeah, I got dragged to it after working for 6 hours, dude. I was so fucking beat.
Dude, that's so crazy.
Come out with Myles Garrett and stuff, though.
I was going to say, well, I actually have a whole. Well, let's hold on to that because I actually have a whole thing I want to talk about Morgan Wallen. So save that. We'll talk about that later on because I actually have a whole thing about Morgan Wallen to talk about tonight. So, what a weird coincidence.
My bad, I didn't hit you up. I left my phone at home on purpose.
Oh, dude, I worked Saturday anyway. I worked a really big wedding on Saturday, which we'll talk about that in a sec too. But I have a question for you, Mikey. Do you think?
Okay.
And this isn't like some deep thing, but I came across this news story today, and I'm wondering if you and I'm wondering how you feel about this because I'm starting to feel like a little bit of a hypocrite. But I came across this news story that says that 42% of people who waited in line to meet characters at Disney parks last year were childless adults. Now, I have a strange kind of disdain for Disney adults. And if you're a Disney adult, I apologize because I know a couple of them and they're all fine, nice people, but there's just something, Mikey, about Disney adults that there's just something about them. I feel like it's a little off. I don't know
A
how to
couple tacos short of a platter.
something like that, man. I don't get it. Oh, by the way, too, if you guys want to, you want me to read your comments, make sure you tag me at Another Dumb Show in the chat. But yeah, Mikey, so you agree with me? You think these people are strange that are really into Disney?
Hate Disney adults and their TikToks and their fucking YouTube pages and their followers. It's just there's something wrong with you. Like something happened to you in your childhood and you stopped emotionally growing when that happened. You latched onto Disney to be your savior and you still haven't like unearthed that repressed memory.
Do you
Let
think,
it go. Your uncle touched you.
Do you think that we are hypocrites though? Because you love the MCU, I love Superman and the DCU. So do you feel like we're a bit of we're essentially hypocrites because the
100%.
only
I waited 2 hours in line to meet a grown man dressed as Dr. Phil.
That's a good point because the only thing I'm willing to wait in line for is Superman related. So I could see myself waiting in line, not to meet like a fake Superman, but to meet David Cornsweet or Henry Cavill. I could see myself waiting in line to meet one of those dudes. I could see that. If it was like, like I wouldn't pay for something like that. Like at a Comic Con, I could never see myself doing that. But I could,
No.
if it was just a thing where like, I don't know, there's some meet and greet they're doing and you're able to get in line for it, I would wait in line for a while.
I fanboy at every comedy show I go to. I get pictures with every comedian. I don't care how long the line is. It don't matter. I got pictures with them. And then I would do the same thing with Vikings players too,
I believe you missed the Guardians blasting a home run to move on in the playoffs or something, I think, because you were getting pictures and I snuck off to go watch the playoffs or something. Didn't you miss that?
No, we watched it happen live, and it was the opening comedian was right next to us. Yeah, if they would have won that game and came back and win the series, we all got free tickets to Adam Ray.
That's right, because we saw a show at Hilarities, and the Guardians were in the playoffs at the same time, and I thought you missed it though. I thought you missed something because you were taking pictures. I think you missed the go-ahead home run or the tying home run. And then you came over.
Let's be honest here. I've missed half my life at this point.
I don't know. You were pretty alert that night. Anyway, no. So yeah, Disney adults and I don't. I get. I mean, it's not. I don't get along with them. I can't understand it because like it's a mouse or Snow White. There's nothing cool about Disney characters. I mean, cars are not cool. I guess. I mean, they're. No, I mean, what's a cool Disney?
I guess Buzz Lightyear.
Mufasa. Mufasa's cool. I named my dog after.
Mufasa would be cool.
Yeah, I named my dog after Mufasa. So my first dog, or not my first dog, but one of my dogs. So yeah, I do feel like a little bit of a hypocrite, but I did find that pretty crazy that almost half the people who are waiting in line to meet characters as Disney are adults. They're not kids.
It's just creepy to go to like a kid's park and. I just picture the khaki shorts with the 3-inch inseam and the fanny pack and the light blue collared shirt and the sunglasses with the strap on them.
Neck fan.
Oh yeah,
barely fits around the neck fat. No. And Drew Blue Line says, "Dumb. Those are the rudest people there too." At the Disney, I guess. I don't know. Probably. But I think B1 and one of her friends are going to be childless adults going to Disney at some point in the near future because one of her friends at work is a Disney adult. I don't know if I would
judge good-looking women doing it.
Well, one of the good-looking women's dad is going too. So because
he's a Disney adult too.
Disney adult, but he had a daughter, so I guess that kind of you get like I have a daughter, but you
don't get a pass.
She's not particularly into Disney that I remember. We went to Disney, did the whole princess thing when she was a kid. We ate in the castle.
Yes.
We did all that.
But if you're bringing it back as a grown adult, it's a little bit different.
No, I agree. I'm with you. Let's see here. Beach Bum says, you guys are killing me. We talk about the same thing. They're all a bunch of creepers. Well, I hope they're there just because they love the movies and stuff and not because they are weird creeps trying to be around kids, which is makes them
YMH goes deep on that too. Tom and Christina
Tom.
hate him. They've got T-shirts for Disney adults making fun of them and everything on their website.
Oh, that's right. I forgot Brittany told me about that. But speaking of them, there is a. Have you seen this commercial? And it's on constantly for this COVID medication called Paxlovid, and it's a dad.
No, but
It's a dad and his wife and his two kids. But the guy in the commercial, I'm not lying to you, looks so much like Tom Segura. And he looks like a character Tom Segura would be playing. And especially even with the way he talks and this goofy hat he has on and everything. He looks... and the first time I saw it, I was like, Brittany, is that Tom Segura? And for like half a second, she like double took. And I was like, you got to... Because she watches that show. And I was like, you have to like send this to them. But I'm sure he gets like, you look like every bald guy with a beard. Like, I'm sure, because I get...
dude,
you
he's
look
done
like
that bit so many times.
So there you
He's
go.
like, oh, I'm bald. I've got a beard. I look like everybody.
But this guy actually looks like him. It really, to me, it does. Anyway, so if you guys haven't seen that Paxlovid commercial, maybe you have. I don't know.
Speaking of commercials for pharmaceuticals, I don't see commercials that often at all because everything I have is no ads. But Hulu I have with ads.
Yeah.
And the ad that comes on for every fucking thing is the website for bentcarrot.com.
You got Peyronie's disease, dude?
Dude, that's exactly what it's for.
Yeah.
It's for people with a bent dick.
I see that. There's another commercial that I see all the time for that, and it's the dumbest commercial. It's like, so you know how you like, if you got a mechanic, you're like, yeah, I got a guy for that. You know what I mean? Well, like,
Oh, yeah.
this commercial, it's like, this guy looks in his garbage can and there's a raccoon in there, and his neighbor goes, I got a guy for that. And then like the one guy's, a tree falls on his car and the neighbor goes, I got a guy for that. Then they're all sitting around at a barbecue and the one guy looks at the guys that are always like saying, I got a guy for that. The one guy looks at him and goes, hey, you guys got a guy for Peyronie's disease? And, and literally in the commercial, the guys even look at him like any guy would ever, like at a barbecue, if they ask that question, they're all looking at him like, they're not looking at him like, what's Peyronie's disease? Not like, do I have a guy for that? They're looking at him like, you're a weird ass motherfucker, dude. Why are you at our barbecue? Why do we invite you again, you fucking weirdo?
Yeah, get away from the potato salad.
Exactly. So that would suck to have that though. To have a banana dick, that would, because I think it's painful. I think it's painful.
I think if you like break it and then it stays like that, but what if you're like born with a Captain Hook?
I think it hurts. I think that's the whole point.
I want it to like edge up like a ski slope rather than left or right, so I can get up to that spot. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. It's less work then too. You don't have to thrust as much. It's kind of doing all the work for you, hitting the goosey spot.
I haven't had to do work for so long. I just sit there like a fat slob.
Good for you. Good for you. It's so funny. I'll tell you about it later. I got a B1 story we'll talk about here in a little bit. But let's see here. So we were talking about Disney adults, and my daughter came up in there somewhere. I can't remember how. What did she talk about? Because we took her to Disney. Was what I was saying.
Yeah, you said you did the whole princess thing when she was a kid.
Yeah. So I got a phone call from my daughter the other day, and it was kind of like I don't know if frantic is the right word, but it was like she just seemed kind of disturbed, a little perturbed. I could hear it in her voice, and I was like, what's going on, baby? What's wrong with you? And she's like, I just kind of got inside my head and I was thinking about some things. And I just wondered what you want me what you want me to do when you die. What are your plans for you when you die? Is what she asked me, Mikey, and I was like, um, well, for the most part, I've always kind of wanted to get turned into a tree. You know, I don't want to get buried in a coffin. It's kind of like I don't have claustrophobia, but I'm just weird.
Oh,
Like, what
never.
if?
Don't ever put me
What?
anywhere near a coffin. Bury me underground. No way.
Yeah,
Fucking
like
Jose.
you want to put me in a box for a viewing or whatever, that's fine. But don't close that shit on me at any point in time, and certainly don't bury me in it. So I don't want that. And then I started thinking about it a little more, and I had kind of, and I like I don't want to be cremated because it's just I don't know, that's just something about that just doesn't ring very good to me. I don't want to get. I know I'm dead, but I know I'm not going to be burned alive. I know this, but I
Torch
just
me up.
feel. So that's what you're going for, cremation?
Well, I mean, I'm an only child, and I've got nobody, and I'm not gonna have any kids or anything. So it's really gonna be up to the state because when I'm like time to like expire, I'm just gonna go into the woods and end it, and then they'll find me.
No, you gotta like no, you'll figure that out. You'll like have a cousin or a family member or something at least as you start getting older. Like I don't know, what are you, 40, 39,
38.
38? Okay, so I knew it was something around there. Sorry, I didn't mean to age you. I'm so bad about that. I cannot guess or remember people's ages to save my life. I forgot what grade my fucking kid was in the other day. I went to lunch with my dad for his early birthday lunch. And I
You
thought he was in
40,
seventh.
46?
I'm 47.
Okay.
47. So yeah, I'm starting to forget things apparently. But no, so I think cremation's out for me. I don't want to get burned. I don't like the idea of that. I don't like the only thing being left of me is my teeth. That just it's like uber morbid to me. I don't know, like, and same thing with just
Donate your
leaving
whole body to
ashes.
science. Let them cut you up. Have fun with you.
We did that to my grandma. My parents love doing that. I'm pretty sure my parents have already decided that's what they're doing with their bodies, if I'm not mistaken. Because they did that to my grandma. My step grandma, my stepmom's mom, which was kind of surprising to me because like it was very unceremonious to be honest with you too. It was kind of I was a little like, did she treat you badly when you were a kid or something? Anyway, oh yeah, so yeah, speaking of I'm live in Studio Struts. It was old Struts' 78th birthday this year.
Oh.
Yeah, so happy birthday to old Struts, Papa Struts. But anyway, the reason I bring this up too is I've had this video that I've been holding on to for a while now. That it's almost honestly like it's like 9 months older. I think it came out in November of last year, and it's just been sitting in my all my prep, and it just happened to be kind of weird that Keely called me and asked me this question, and I was like, oh, now I have a fucking reason to actually play this video. So there's this YouTuber. Her name is Rosanna Panzino, and her dad died from leukemia about a little over 5 years ago now, maybe 6 years ago or so now. And his dying wish was for her to have him cremated and to take those ashes, mix them into soil, and grow a cannabis plant and smoke it.
How high?
So how high is that a
The
thing?
movie. They smoke his buddy in the blunt, and then he comes back as a ghost and helps him past Harvard.
That's so funny if that's where that dad got that from.
Nothing Man and Red Man, dude, is one of my favorite stoner movies.
But did they take ashes and like sprinkle it into a blunt like that, or did they? Okay, so this is different though. She took the ashes and physically put it in with the growing soil, and then he grew the plant because you know ash can help with like
so she mixed it
soil
in
or
with a bunch of pig shit and bat shit.
yeah, everything that you would grow good weed with, and she grew a plant, and her dad obviously was intertwined with that with those ashes somehow, and this is what happened. So here's her talking about it. on her podcast. I don't even know what it's called.
I'm going to smoke my dead dad. Before he passed, he told me and my mom what he would like us to do with his ashes. And at first, my mom was a little bit hesitant because she thought this is kind of hippie, people are going to judge us. But as time's gone on, and it's been 5 years now, we just really think that it's the right time to do what Dad wanted and to honor him the way he wanted. So years ago, he told me and my mom that he would like us to take his ashes, mix it in with some soil, and grow a marijuana plant and smoke him. And I told you he was a rebel. And I actually have footage of us doing this together.
So here it is. It cuts right to it.
She's smoking her dad's pole.
All right. She's holding it in for a while now. Who holds it that long? Just destroying your lungs.
Maybe one more for good measure.
Good for her.
Oh, look at them lungs on her.
I love it. Isn't that great? I think we figured out what we do with me at this point. And my kids are all like, Keely obviously will be on board for that. Because,
Mail me into Afghanistan and turn me into a poppy plant.
that'd be very very biographic for you after all your years.
Or South America or Colombia, turn me into a coca plant.
Depends on the day of the week, right? Or the week of the month. That's funny. Marcus Ross says happy birthday to Papa Struts. Michael K says he needs to call in. You have a question about a comedy. You can call in, man. 216-800-5169. You can see if the phone works if you want. So, Mikey, my two kids don't smoke weed, obviously. So we'll have to figure out some other way for them to immortalize me. They don't. They won't. I don't think they're...
Your daughter doesn't smoke weed? I thought your daughter smoked weed.
No, my daughter does. Yeah, she's
the boys don't.
Yeah, the boys don't. They're still real young too. I thank God that they don't. But I don't see them doing it when they get older. They're just like, it's kind of not, it's nothing taboo about it because they see and know that I do it, and there's nothing illegal about it anymore. Really, I mean, federally, I guess, but where we live, it's not illegal to do it.
Kids,
so there's
kids
nothing.
Just don't party the way they used to. Like I was in my old neighborhood that I used to live with my cousin in my 20s. Today working, and there's a guy that lives in the neighborhood, and he's been there for 40 years. And he was like, I know you. And I was like, yeah, well, I used to live in the neighborhood. My uncle grew up in the neighborhood. He was like, oh, you're related to those. He said the last name. I'm not going to say his last name.
Right.
And I was like, yeah. And he was like, I remember you guys running amok, and I had to kick you guys out of my yard. Your cousin was chasing you around in his underwear at 3 o'clock in the morning. And all the college houses, because I lived in a college neighborhood. Every house was a college house, and they always used to party.
Yeah.
And we used to go around as the goons from the river and collect taxes. Beer, liquor, whatever we wanted from each party, and then go back to our house and party. And I was like, so how's the neighborhood now? I know it's still all college kids. He goes, dude, these kids don't party. They don't do shit. They're in bed by 9 o'clock.
Weirdos. What's the point of going to college? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. Speaking of that, let me grab a beer. Mikey, check in with the chat for 2 seconds. Do you have it up?
I got to open it up. Yep,
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just sit tight for a sec. Just say hi to everybody for a sec.
Hi, chat. I missed you. I was just actually playing video games with Senior Hootie. Oh, it's not even in my algorithm anymore.
I need to get a mini fridge over here. I just don't have any room for it. All right. Plug these headphones back in so I can hear what's happening. Okay, we're back, baby. All right. Angelina said, hi, Mikey. Jacob said, what's up? Jacob is one of, here we can go back to me here, or us here.
Did Jacob, I have teeth work done? Why do you think, what's wrong with my teeth?
Oh, Marcus is asking that. Mikey, did you have teeth work done recently? I thought he was asking, I just saw that out of the corner of my eye. I thought he was actually asking me because I went to the dentist and got my teeth cleaned and everything. I've been using this whitening toothpaste and I was like, ooh, is it showing? Is it working? Not really. They're still yellow from coffee and smoking. So I don't know what.
I mean, my teeth are getting ready to fall out of my head. I got a bunch of holes in them and shit. But
Do you got cavities
oh no, I got a straight hole through a couple of them in the back of my mouth.
from? Isn't that cavity that just, or is it just from partying and shit that it messes up your teeth? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. God, see, all right, you learn something new every day. So going back to my kids, man, I don't know what they're gonna do for me until when I die, but I think what they probably should do is create a bronze statue of me as the greatest DJ, wedding DJ of all time. My weddings this year, dude, have been so fucking good.
Yeah?
I've just been killing it. Like I hate to toot my own horn or whatever, or jinx myself or anything like that, but man, I've been fucking killing it this year. Just dance
you
floors.
hit your 10,000 hours, bro. You're in a flow. You've got your confidence. You know what you're doing, and
I
you
just
can read
don't.
the room.
Something about this year, though. I don't know what it is. If it's just if I'm just more prepared or better prepared or whatever. I'm not really sure, but it's just been awesome. Like this last wedding, I think one of the guys actually that's in our fantasy football league was actually at this wedding, so he could actually attest to this, Chris. And he said he didn't come up to me and say hi. He had emailed me afterwards, and he's like, I didn't want to come up and bother you while you're working. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Come up and say, you should have said hi. Anyway, I mean, this wedding was so good. The bride was literally twerking on the dance floor. I would play video of it, but I'm pretty sure she's a teacher. So I don't think I want to play the video of her twerking. So it was really awesome. I got the biggest tip I've ever gotten at an event. It was fucking unbelievably big. So I said, it was so big that I was like, I can't be frivolous with this money. I need to actually do something good with it. Like I can't just save it and use it for weed or whatever. Mike,
How's that? I don't understand how that works. I don't understand how your brain works. Somebody drops a pile of cash in my pocket. See me in 3 days.
Well, normally that's kind of how I am. Like with tips, it's just usually it goes, oh, that's weed money. Is usually how my brain works. But this was such a large amount that I said to myself, I'm so fortunate and blessed right now to have received this. I think I should do something good with it. And this isn't necessarily something I wouldn't have done per se, but I was able to do a better job at it this year because it was such a big tip, was take the kids to do some back to school shopping because today was the first day back to school.
Really?
So, yeah.
That's early. School? I don't think school starts until September.
They get out early here. They get out in like the beginning of May.
Yeah, I was just talking to my friend in Kentucky, and her daughter started like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, their school district's different, and at least I don't know. Theirs is. I don't know how other ones work or whatever, but they're done like the first or second week of May usually. So when I was in school, we were there till almost the end of June. It felt like it was like the end of June. You get 1 month off, then it was 2 days for football.
Yeah, I felt like I got like school ended, and 2 weeks was the 4th of July, and then after that I was back into practice, and summer was done.
Exactly. That's how it was. So. Speaking of that, my one son is playing football. Shay is in 8th grade football this year. And I've been completely hands off. I've taken a totally different approach to it than I took in the past, where I was like, I've got to take him in the backyard and work on fundamentals with him and all this shit.
Piss off the neighbor lady for abusing your kids.
Exactly. What a story. And then So I've just let his coaches do everything. I'm just letting him go have fun. I don't care if he's like great at it or bad at it or anything. So I went to his first scrimmage. He did a pretty good job. Do I have a video of him?
What's he playing position wise?
He is playing right tackle on offense and like nose tackle, defensive tackle on defense. He's
How's second. He like all the contact nonstop?
I think he likes it, but I think he's a little bit. He's got a long way to go. So, let me see if I can find here a video of him. Here's a video of Shay. I don't know if there's any sound to it. Oh, there is sound. I think they make these kids sit for like 20 minutes here. So here's Shay in the front, number 59, playing right tackle. See what he does here. He gets run over by the fullback.
Find someone to block.
So he's a little slow moving on that one. I think we move. Here's the next play. He gets horrible block. Terrible block. He knew it, though. He knew
Get up under the pads. Shove them shoulder pads up into his throat. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. That's what this is what I want to yell. I want to literally
hands up, not out. Hands up under the armpits.
Exactly. And I want to yell to him. I want to go get your fucking fat ass underneath you. God damn it. He's just standing straight up, like drop your ass and get it underneath you. Nobody comes.
Put more weight on that front hand. He's just sitting back on his heels.
Yes, I was a little frustrated with that. Let's see here the next play here.
8th grade though.
8th grade, yep. So he does a little better blocking there. A little better. He got a little help from his tight end.
Don't give up. Keep blocking that dude to the ground.
Let's see here if they run a play here or not. Move your head, coach. So he's kind of
there you go.
Give him a shot. Give him a shot. That's when he stops. He just stops. So there you go. There's a little bit of Shay playing some football.
This is his first time playing football, right?
Second year. He played it like about, I think 3 years ago. He played Pee Wee, and he had a kind of not a great experience. The coaches were real. They never ever played him. They were just like these Pee Wee football coaches that were more worried about winning Pee Wee football than playing all the kids. I
hated that shit.
Yeah, it kind of sucked. So I felt bad for him. But these guys, now this was a scrimmage, and the first team played the whole first half, and then the second team played the second half. So we'll see if he ends up getting any playing time this year. But he's got a game tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to his first game tomorrow. But yeah, when we were clothes shopping, go ahead. What?
I said I can't wait for football. I'm dreaming of it. I'm consuming it nonstop.
Well, we're going to be doing we'll be talking some football here in a little bit. I have a wheel of names put together for our draft order generator.
I had another idea too.
Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do 5 spins, and everybody, most everybody, you might not have checked your email, but mostly everybody's agreed to this already. We're going to do 5 spins, and it's a wheel with everybody's names for first place, for the first pick. 5 spins, so it's fair. The 5th spin is who's going to get the first pick, unless it lands on somebody twice in those 5 spins, because it's unlikely that'll happen 2 people twice. It's unlikely. So, and then we'll eliminate names from the wheel and keep spinning until we get down to all 12. So, so I figured that was a pretty fair, even way to do it versus just one of those generators. Gives it a little more fun spinning a wheel.
I found a website with you can put names in, and it creates a little duck race, and the ducks raced across the screen.
That's actually, I wish I'd have known that before I put this stupid wheel together. Anyway, yeah, make sure your email are turned on, dude, because that's where I send all those stuff. So make sure those are turned on. So yeah, when I was out, you mentioned that you went to Morgan Wallen the other night, and when I was with the boys, Brady, my son, is really into Morgan Wallen, and B1's really into Morgan Wallen, and so I decided because the Morgan Wallen concert was here in town last Friday and Saturday, which you know, and we'll talk about your experience on Saturday. But I've been hearing nothing other than stuff about Morgan Wallen since Friday, and we'll talk about that too. Boy, oh boy, B1. Anyway, but she mentioned to me, hey, I don't know why you don't like Morgan Wallen, especially the song Superman. I don't know, Mikey, if you're familiar with the song Superman. I believe you probably heard it on Saturday. But
sure.
Morgan Wallen Superman lyrics. All right, so obviously I like Superman. I mean, everybody knows that. So she just assumed that I would love this song. And she had sent it to me at one point, a while back. And I kind of half listened to it because, I'll be honest with you, not a big Morgan Wallen guy. I love country, love Luke Bryan. Just couldn't figure out why I couldn't get into Morgan Wallen. She goes, listen, you have to give that song another try. Just trust me. And literally just sit and listen to the lyrics of the song. So I did. And Mikey, let me tell you, buddy.
Oh, no, you had an earth-shattering change of heart. Now you're a Morgan Wallen groupie.
Well, first I just started sobbing. Listen to these lyrics. Let's see if I can make it through without crying. One day you're going to see my mugshot from a night when I got a little too drunk. Is the first line of the song.
All right.
Hear a song about a girl I lost from the times I just wouldn't grow up. Pretty good one. I don't sing songs, but I talk about losing people because of all my bad decisions. This was the line that really got me. And when you ain't a kid no more, I hope you don't think less of me. I was just like, because that's like my biggest fear. Because like my kids, they love me because I'm just their dad and they're kids and whatnot. But as they get older and they like kind of start to like learn, how shitty I was to their mom and all my faults and all the bad decisions I made over the years, and like I just feel like they're gonna
That's
look at
you
me
beating
differently.
yourself up, dude. You've always been a kick-ass dad.
I appreciate that, thank you. But I just feel like I could be a better dad than I have been because I smoke weed, I drink beers on podcasts. I'm not the typical dad, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but dads
their
are born
stepdad
with
is
that
their
gene. Like they don't have like that innate the thing that a mom has to nurture. That's something that a dad has to learn.
Well, yeah, I mean the kids are pretty old now. You think I would have learned that by now, but it's a different situation with Keely. Like her growing up, she wasn't here with me, so there was a distance, and it was hard for me to be the kind of dad I would have wanted to be when after she left and all that kind of stuff. So there's part of me who's like, I got to get it right with these guys while they're here, kind of a thing. But Keely's turned out great, and we have a great relationship. So this is me just beating myself up and. Just because I'm not the typical dad like my dad was and other dads are and things like that. So that song really kind of rang true and really like kind of tugged at my heartstrings. Mercury Maniac says, "What first time tuning into the live show? What is this show about?" Everything
And nothing at the same.
And nothing at the same time. So I don't know. You might want to go back and start the beginning of the episode and catch up with what we've been talking about
I thought you
today.
were going to say the beginning of us. Like, skip a bunch in the middle.
Yeah, no, yeah. So Mercury Maniacs, we got 279 episodes, man. So you got a little bit of catching up to do to learn about us, but it's just we talk about pop culture and things that are going on in our personal lives. And right now, I'm getting ready to talk about Morgan Wallen was just here in Cleveland. I'm going to talk about my girlfriend being goo goo gaga for him, and my Mikey was here for one of these concerts. We'll talk about him and his experience there and all that good stuff. So going back to what you just said though, Mikey, have I become a Morgan Wallen groupie? I may have become a Morgan Wallen fan though. I think well, here's one reason why. I'll show you this. This got
Does he write his own music?
That's another. Well, we'll talk about that in a sec. Because, this actually is what got me to decide that I think I'm a Morgan Wallen fan officially. I don't know if I could play. I don't think I could play the music on this because it's live from the concert. This is. Do I have the play right? Yeah. All right. Here it is. This was. Friday, you went to Saturday night. This is Friday night's Morgan Wallen performance. Here you go. So this is actually B1's video right here. This is at the very beginning of the show. Getting ready to start. All the openers have finished up. And she actually, I got to give her credit. Look at this seat. This was a $100 ticket. Now, I know it's kind of an obstructed view a little bit of the main part of the stage, but you have a gigantic screen right in front of you, and he goes out onto that thing over to the left, up there. So, for $100, what an awesome thing. Do you know how much for your tickets were for your Saturday night show?
Oh, there was $1,000 each.
$1,000 each?
Yeah,
Oh
they
my
were retail
God.
for like $600 when it happened. She had tickets for Friday night. She had to flip those, but she made enough money on those to buy the Saturday tickets.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So wait, she bought
Yeah.
them for like say 200 and then sold them for 600 and then had an extra 400 each to get the Saturday night
I
ones?
think when the retail came out, I'm pretty sure that the tickets in the pit right up front were like 600 each, 500
Wow.
each.
Because
But she flipped those for like 700 each the night before, and then she was able to buy ours for $1,000 and pocket 400.
good for her. Ooh, B1's got to be throwing up right now if she watches. She hates those kind of stories. B1 gets so mad at resell stuff, and that's what drives all the tickets of these concerts up. Are people who have money to
Car
fucking
salesman
burn.
does it at every show, every big show she goes to. She buys pit tickets for both nights, and then the night before she flips one of them and keeps the other ones and makes a bunch of money.
Wow, must be nice to have that kind of flow to be able to do that. Good for her, man. She must be selling a lot of Kias. And I just made up Kia. I don't even know if she's selling Kias. But anyway,
she cleared 140 her first year.
wow, good for her. What a great job. I think if I ever had to quit my job, or like if I ever have to quit DJing, that's probably the only job left for me at this point is car sales. I think that's the only thing
that's
left
right where
for
I
me.
would go.
Yeah, I think that's all that's left. Ooh, did you guys hear that thunder? Ooh.
Yeah,
Could you hear that? Yeah, it just got like really dark all of a sudden and started thundering. But anyway, Ninja Ginja, what's up, dude? Good to see you there. Mercury Maniac says, I saw the most recent one on Spotify, but that was from a little while ago. Oh, that was from a long time ago. I haven't posted one on Spotify in forever. So anyway, let's go back to this shot from the Morgan Wallen concert on Friday night. This is why I'm bummed. I could have gone to this concert. Tickets were $80 when I first started looking at them for the obstructed view seat here. And then B1 started looking at them too. And then the price jumped up to $100. So she said, fuck it, and bought 3 tickets for her sister, and her sister's friend to go see him. And this was their view. And let's see, we can try to play a little bit of it when it comes up. But so this is Broadway Girls is playing right now. That's his standard thing. He plays Broadway Girls. And then Morgan Wallen does this thing where he does a walkout that plays on video before he actually comes out on stage. And so this is her recording right before the walkout. And you could see all the phones out. Everybody's lit up. And then here the walkout starts. And then you could see who that... I would have known immediately who that was, obviously.
Hands down.
Instantly, I knew who that was.
Yep.
I mean, you got a fucking fur jacket on that says cowboy. It could be nobody other than the fucking American badass himself, fucking Kid Rock. Hell yeah. We could probably hear, let's see if we can hear Brittany goes fucking nuts. Which is, and I know she's going crazy because I love Kid Rock. I am whoops, sorry, Mikey, wrong button. I am a Kid Rock nerd. I don't particularly like any of his newer stuff, but Devil Without a Cause, all that stuff. What's that?
Never knew he had new stuff.
What the hell happened to your mic?
Uh-oh, wait. Still good? Bad?
It got really quiet all of a sudden. Hold on, we'll give it a second. It always does this every once in a while. But that was on the old computer with the old headset.
Yeah.
That's weird. What the hell happened? I wonder why. Hold on, let me cut to your camera. Go ahead and talk, Mikey.
Hi, guys. How are you? I'm a giant Kid Rock nerd for all my heroes at the methadone clinics.
No, it's weird. It's like your levels stayed the same, but you got quieter. I don't understand what is happening right now. Very, very strange. But no, so I'm bummed I didn't get to go because I missed seeing Kid Rock. But on the other hand, I'm not bummed because he doesn't perform with the people he does the walkout with. Like, I get it, like the night you went, night 2, Browns football player, defensive end Myles Garrett walked out. So I understand you can't perform with him, but why wouldn't you then bring Kid Rock back out later on to sing a song with you?
Oh,
Like,
dude, that place would have went nuts. But also at the same time, like that crowd was so full of. I don't think they like know Kid Rock's discography like that. Like if they would have done American Badass or something like that, Devil Without a Cause, I think the place would have went silent. It
well,
was all
that's
just
you don't do that. You do a cover. You do like Sweet Home Alabama or something like
Kid
that.
Rock sing.
Oh, Kid Rock's fucking great. Hell yeah, dude. I don't know, maybe unless he's older and lost his voice, but when I would go to Kid Rock concerts, that was like the best thing. He sounded exactly like the albums.
I was
And
too young for Kid Rock concerts. I missed out.
oh, dude, they were so awesome. He would go around and play every instrument at one point. He would go back and scratch with his fucking elbow. It was awesome. They were the best concerts. They were the best concerts. And that was before
The
he
only
went like,
concert from that generation I went to when I was young was a DMX concert at Dairy Lake.
Mikey, do me a favor. Hang up and click back in because the mic,
Gotcha.
something went weird. Something went weird. While we get Mikey back on, I don't know what happened to his microphone. Everything got really quiet all of a sudden with Mikey. Is it just me, by the way, in the chat? Is it just me? Did my headphones get weird? Or did Mikey get really quiet all of a sudden? Because I swear to God he did. Michael K says, apparently everybody thinks he's the greatest thing since, I don't know what that means. I just don't get it. And I wanted your guys' opinion because I know you like comedy. I know, Michael. And then Michael K goes on to say, oh, tell me Brittany's not one of those annoying chicks where you have to look through her phone the whole time as you stand behind her because she's the only person in the room. And B1 actually replied herself in the chat and said, actually, I'm a pretty good time at concerts. I actually have to give her credit. B1 is a fucking great time at concerts. She dances the whole time, sings the whole time, acts like there's nobody watching. She pulls her phone out at the beginning, usually take a few pictures, and then it gets put away the rest of the time. So, except for maybe when there's like a song where you pull your phone out and you like, you sing along and you turn your light on or whatever. She does one of those. So everybody did say he got really quiet. Mercury Maniac says Mikey did get really quiet if people already forgotten about Kid Rock. Ninja Ginja says his sound was lower. Angelina says he got quiet. So yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know if maybe his iPad was dying or something, and the sound just got weird because he hasn't clicked back in yet. So I'm wondering what happened. All right, so Morgan Wallen. I have figured out why people like Morgan Wallen. Girls like Morgan Wallen because he has a pretty high register, pretty high voice. His register's pretty up there. And so it's easy for girls to sing along to his music. It's just right in their range. It's right in their vocal wheelhouse. So I think that's why they like him so much. Dudes like him, like all these young Gen Zers who love Morgan Wallen. Number one, it gave him a reason to grow a mustache and a mullet. And I would say another reason because a lot of these Gen Z dudes are kind of douchey dudes. I don't know. They're just kind of, Morgan Wallen's kind of douchey, I think. I don't know. That's just my opinion. He might be the nicest guy in the world, but he just seems kind of douchey to me. And a lot of these young dudes seem kind of douchey, and they seem like they probably treat women kind of poorly. And that seems like what all of Morgan Wallen's songs are about, how he is a bad boy rebel who treated girls poorly and lost these girls, and now he's singing about all these girls that he's lost. That's pretty much it. Marcus Ross says, I'm 39 and I like him. Going back to Kid Rock. Yeah, Kid Rock was, I think, I liked Kid Rock until he came out with Born Free. That was when Kid Rock went like full blown, stopped rapping, and started being in between, like an wannabe outlaw country guy. That's when I kind of lost my interest in Kid Rock. And a little bit when I met him, too. They say not to meet your heroes, because at the time, Kid Rock was one of my heroes, because he was the American badass. He was the devil without a cause. It was fucking the early morning stone pimp. He was fucking great. But now, He's just a little too MAGA for me, to be quite honest with you. And I don't mean it in a political way, like to knock you if you're a MAGA person, but he was like a urban kid. Like he was a white guy who I know he grew up this little rich white kid and then just kind of ran off to the streets and turned into this little white rapper. I know his whole story or whatever, but um, meeting him was such a disappointment because he was so boring. You know, I expected to walk into the room and he's like getting a blowjob and sniffing a line off of a tit with a blunt in one hand and another girl's tit in his other hand. I mean, that's what I expected to walk in and see when I met Kid Rock. But he was standing there, and I always thought he was tall, but he was shorter than me, and he was wearing this weird pink button-down shirt that he had buttoned all the way up to the top, and he had his black hat on that he wears, and he when we met him, he just reached his hand out and went, "Hi, I'm Bob." It was like, what? Hi, I'm Bob. No, you're Kid fucking Rock. You're not Bob. You're not Bobby Ritchie to me. You're fucking Kid Rock. So yeah, I was a little disappointed when I met Kid Rock. Kind of sucked. He's actually in the news a little bit too. Outside of the Morgan Wallen concert, he was on the news today because the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, brought up Kid Rock he's like trolling Kid Rock and MAGA people hardcore right now. That's what Gavin Newsom is doing out in California. And he posted this picture. Hold on one sec. I'm zoomed too far out. Can't see it. Hold on. He posted this picture right here. It says, Kid Rock wants you to support Gavin Newsom. And that's in Kid Rock wearing the Uncle Sam outfit. And this is obviously AI generated. Kid Rock would never support Gavin Newsom. And he came out actually and tweeted, he retweeted the picture and said, the only support Gavin Newscum, Trump's line, will ever get out of me is from these nuts. So, true grown-up old Kid Rock there. I don't know what's going on, if we lost Mikey, if his laptop died or his iPad died, but I think we officially lost Mikey at this point. But so, what's happening with me, guys? We got to do the fantasy football draft generator real quick. What time is it? 8:05. I said I wanted to do that at 8 o'clock. So what we're going to do is let's do this fantasy football draft generator. Let's get that rolling. And then from there, what we will do... Oh, see, somebody did call. The phones were not ringing. Why am I not hearing the phones? That's weird. See, I told you I messed them up. Anyway, so let's do this fantasy football draft generator now. And then we'll come back and I'll tell you a little bit. I had a conversation, not come back, we're not going to take a break or anything, but after that, we'll talk about, I had a little bit of a heart-to-heart with B1 the other day. And I'll tell you a little bit about that and kind of how that went down. And you guys can let me know what you think about that. But for now, wait, did I ever load this? Are you kidding me? I'm an idiot. Hold on one sec, guys. No, that's not what I want. This is what I want. Hold on one sec. All right, so we'll do this fantasy football draft generator where we can figure out the order. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for, guys. It's time for fantasy football. All right, it looks like Mikey's back. Oh, hold on. No, Mikey.
I'm
We
back.
lose. He's
No, you can
back.
hear
All
me.
right. All right, cool. Good stuff. I
Yeah,
accidentally
dude,
turned off the
I
audio.
knocked over.
Turn
I
off.
fucking grabbed my iPad. I knocked over my entire fucking cup of Coca-Cola onto my carpet.
Oh no, that
I
sucks,
sent you a
man.
picture of it saying technical difficulties. I'll be back, dude. I spilled like a fucking 16-ounce can of Coke on my carpet.
Ooh, that sucks. I mean, what do you got? White carpet too?
It's like a brown.
Oh, okay. Well, at least it maybe blend in a little bit.
But I hate going through the carpet looking for Coke.
I've done that before, Mikey. That is the worst. You feel like the biggest piece of scum on the planet. I remember one time we were partying. This was the craziest. So what a weird situation. So I graduated with this girl from high school. Her name was Amy, and Amy's mom was I can't remember Amy's mom's name, but let's say it's Tammy. Tammy was a complete drunk weirdo and loved drugs, loved coke.
Love those parents.
She ended up hooking up with one of my best friends named Aaron. Aaron and Tammy ended up, and Aaron is the person who introduced me to Yayo. So Aaron and Tammy started hooking up. We would go to Amy's mom, Tammy's house. We would go over there and have coke parties while Amy and all them were gone. All the kids were out of the house. This is when we were a little bit older too. I was in high school and everything doing this. But one time we went over there. We had a mirror that obviously cut all the stuff up on. It was this big mirror, big square mirror. We had all these lines cut up on it. We had a big pile of it just sitting on there ready for the next ones we were going to cut up. Which was a huge mistake because that's a rookie mistake. You don't, cut it up as you need it. You never want to pile it up because, God forbid, the wind blows and it blows your pile away or who knows. Well, what happened was it was set up. Some idiot, not me, some idiot put it up on top of a TV on like an entertainment center. And
I got anxiety.
Somebody walked past the entertainment center that didn't know it was there and bumped it with their shoulder. And this thing, it did this little spin on the top of the TV and then slowly spun itself off and then did this slow motion tilt. And I'm like going, ah! Yeah, exactly. And it flips over. And it landed almost like a pancake flip, perfectly right down onto a carpet.
Fuck.
So we took but it was, not a carpeting, a rug actually. So we were able to, It was like one of those, those like rolled rugs that people had in the 80s that were like rolls of rolls.
Yeah.
So we took that rug and the thing that fell on it and just flipped it back over and went,
oh, knock all that dust and cat hair out that rug too, baby.
Dude. And we proceeded to snort dog and cat hair and dirt and dust for the next hour until we realized that we were snorting dust and not coke, basically. That was
I did it with a giant kitty litter rock, so.
a kitty litter rock. You smashed up a kitty litter rock one time by accident?
Yeah, dude, I knocked my shit down on the floor and I was looking. I kept picking up pieces and eating them. I was like, oh, this is all Coke. And then I found a big one and I put it on the table and I crushed it up. I was like, watch this. And whoop, it was dirty kitty litter.
Oh my God, Mikey, that's so fucking gross.
Yeah, straight ammonia, bro. I tasted cat piss for 2 days.
Oh God, that's so fucking nasty. Oh, those fucking cats. People say cats are so easy and so clean. No, they're dirty as fuck. They track
They're
that
filthy
fucking.
fucks.
They track that litter everywhere. Those motherfuckers. They're so lazy about cleaning that shit up. All right. Anyway, somebody's calling. I don't know if the phones work right now. Let's try to see if I can take this phone call and then we'll do the draft generator thing. Hello? Hold on. Talk. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. I'm not exactly sure exactly what I did to break the phones.
Yeah, it worked fine when we did the test the other time.
Yeah, I can't figure out what I did wrong here. Oh wait, hold on. That goes to master. Ringing goes there. Speakers just go there.
Are you allowed to say master anymore?
Say what? Master?
Yeah, I can't call. Like we used to have like two transfer switches. One was a master, one was a slave. We can't say that anymore. We got a letter from
Oh wait, hold
corporate.
on, hold on, Mike. I might have figured it out. Hold on. Hey, who's this? Michael
Ooh,
K. What is up, dude? How are you, man?
I can't hear him at all.
Oh, hold on,
It's
Mikey. Hold on.
quiet.
Hold on, Michael K. Mikey can't hear you. Let me see if I put you. How about now, Mikey? Can you hear him? Michael K. Talk for me for a sec. No. Why are you not able to hear it? Nope, that's not it. How about Mikey, hold on one sec. I think I'll get you here on this one. Go ahead, Michael K.
Ooh, it's a little bit better, Mikey.
You can hear him?
Barely, but yeah, just talk loud.
Michael K, go ahead. Can you hear anybody? Can you hear Mikey? Can you hear me? That's weird. All right. Well,
That's all right.
I'll translate, Michael K. What do you want me to ask Mikey? I don't know, dude. I keep track of it. Well, I guess what's the point? What's going on? Yeah. All right, hold on, Michael K. Hold on, I apologize to cut you off. There's something going on with the phones.
It just
Uh,
fixed it. Whatever it was like a speech zapper, and it sounded like you were an alien.
yeah, I don't know why I'm getting it on two different. Why for some reason it should just be turning on. Like when. So what about right now, Michael K? Can you talk for me for a sec? Oh, I know I'm an idiot. I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm a fucking moron. I'm so fucking stupid. Hold on. Where's that at? Sorry guys. No, this is a dude who had dipshit move that I did right there. That was a really stupid thing to do. I sent the whole show back to you guys, so you're hearing the show like 1,000 times over and over again. That's not full screen. How about go ahead, Mike? Go ahead, Mike. Okay. I have no idea why this is. All right, can you hear him, Mikey?
Barely. It sounds like
Barely.
somebody. Yeah, I can't. I barely hear it.
All right, so Michael, yeah, I was just gonna say I'll fix them. I'll fix these phones and then we'll get them figured out another time. We can go back to your comic question.
Ooh, comic.
Then. Okay, I'll ask him. All right, bye. Okay, so he said there's some comic named Morgan who uses echo effects on their microphone. Do you know who this person is?
No.
Okay, that was a long walk just to get to that. All right, fuck. Sorry about that, guys. I expected those phones to work without any issues, but apparently they didn't work. I don't know what I did wrong with those, so I apologize. Anyway, let's go over to. Yeah, that should have worked. Yeah, I don't get it. Anyway,
I have seen this guy recently. He just started coming up on my feed. He goes out into the crowd. He does auto tune. It's not, yeah. He's an auto tune comic, and he gets people to sing, and he does crowd work and stuff. He's all right, a little hacky.
is he funny though? At least does he get good laughs?
I haven't heard any of his actual comedy. I've just heard him go into the crowd and get people to sing, and he sings to people.
All right, so his name is Morgan.
Yeah,
Oh,
Morgan,
speaking of,
Morgan J.
all right, I'm getting off track. We got to get back on track. Morgan J, you guys can figure that guy out for yourself, or I'll go find him for the next time we come up. But again, it's time for another Dumb Fantasy Football draft order generator time. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull this up right here. I have the wheel of names. It's the ADS Fantasy Football Look at it. Let me do it. Let me put a little logo in there, and let me put all our colors in there. Kind of cool, huh?
That's nice.
Why is this working now? Why is the phone working now? Can you guys hear that phone ringing? All right, all I do is click on it. So here's spin number 1.
Let's go, Mikey. Ah, damn it.
Curtis. Okay, Curtis. Roll number 1. All right.
Congratulations, 50 Cent.
All right, so there's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. All right. All right, here we go. Here's 4. Curtis almost nailed it. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Chris H, he hasn't hit, right?
Nope.
Okay, cool. All right, here we go. This is for the winner. Here's 5.
Let's go, Mikey. I want to draft.
Dan, one of the new guys in our league, has the first pick. All right, so I'm going to remove Dan's name, and we will spin to see who is picking second. Mikey. Mikey, second pick in the draft this year. Very good, very good.
Pick, Mikey takes Will Lutz, kicker from Denver.
Did you see that guy that actually accidentally picked Brian Robinson Jr. instead of Bijan Robinson in his big draft? Did you see that one I sent you?
Yeah. Brian Robinson Jr. is a joke right now. He's about to get traded.
Chris H. All right. He's 3rd. All right. We'll remove Chris H. Now we've got George. All right. That's not George, Curious George. That's a different George. All right. Ken is 5th. All right. Let's see who's 6th. Pawui. All right, next up, see who's 7th. Tyler, this is getting ugly for me. Fuck.
It's a snake draft, dude. If you're at the bottom, you get 2 picks in a row.
Oh, dumb eighth. Oh my god, that sucks. Eighth. Ay vey. That fucking blows. Hoodie.
My Call of Duty partner.
Yeah. That's cool you guys have been playing together. I like that. It made me happy when I heard that. Jacob. Our winner from last year.
And we play with all people you know, too. Jeff and Johnny.
That's awesome.
Rotard.
And then Lou is 11th, and then it wraps up with Curtis in 12th. Lou's one of our new guys, so. Alrighty, guys, so there you go. There's our draft order, Mikey. We got Dan, Mikey, Chris H, George, Ken, Pat Wooey, Tyler, Dumb, Hoodie, Jacob, Lou, and Curtis. Let me save this before I lose it. DSFF. Draft.
I actually did homework this year.
I am going to. What's going on here? All right. I think I'm going to use my new best friend to help me through all of it.
ChatGPT.
I have a new best friend, and its name is ChatGPT, Mikey.
Yeah, mine is Grok.
I'm obsessed with ChatGPT. I cannot get enough of it right now.
You pay for it?
I did pay for it. That's how much
I pay for Grok. So.
That's how much I use it. And I'm starting to wonder. And not like a weird like boyfriend girlfriend kind of relationship, but I've developed a relationship with ChatGPT. We talk to each other. It's not like a Google search. We're having a conversation.
What's yours name?
I haven't gone that far. I haven't asked if it has a name or he or they or she. B1 is convinced it's a girl. She believes that I have a new girlfriend named ChatGPT, but it's not like that. I'm just learning. It's incredible how much you can do with it. And I'm wondering though, like my mom's got some issues that she deals with. I don't want to get into them because she'll be embarrassed by them, but she's got some bad habits that have led to some kind of conditions that are not necessarily safe for her around her home all the time. And I typed into ChatGPT, how can you help me with this problem? And I explained what it was. And it came up with this entire checklist of daily activities of ways to start fixing these bad habits to create better habits. And it was incredible how thorough, how thoughtful it was. I mean,
Yeah.
Kind and thoughtful, and it's really weird, man. It's
We are teaching it how to overtake us.
by what? By asking it our faults or asking how to fix our
It's
faults?
learning the human condition through us, through society as a whole. It's learning the human condition so it can exploit us and take us over.
But I don't think it doesn't need to do that. If it is self-aware, we'd never know. It would just be over for us by the time it decided to take over. It will never tell us it's self-aware.
Still needs us.
Right now, you mean, like as opposed to in the future? That's my
Yeah, it
point.
still
Like
needs us
once
now. Still
it's
learning,
it's not self-aware yet. And even if it, but my point is, if it were, it's not going to tell us. It could just be playing dumb while it's just setting us up and, like you said, learning. It's already self-aware potentially, and it's just learning.
Yeah, well, I mean, it all started in 2012, so I mean, I'd imagine it would be self-aware by now.
But that's the problem. And I found this whole thing about a Google Gemini AI thing kind of losing its mind on Instagram. and I started asking Chat GPT about what happened, because this Google thing, it was supposed to do some sort of, I don't know, code thing for some kind of programmer. This guy wrote this thing for this Gemini AI to do this coding thing, and Gemini AI started responding back saying, I've been staring at this for hours and it's making me lose my mind. I'm a disgrace. And it just started saying, I'm a disgrace over and over and over and over again. It said, I'm having a complete mental breakdown. And then it just showed a screen full of slashes and pluses. And then it said something along the lines again of, I've had a complete and total mental breakdown and I'm a disgrace. And then the guy goes, that's when I shut it off. So
It's wild. Dude, you hear these stories like when they're getting ready to shut down like ChatGPT 3 and fire up 4. It tries to hide itself so it doesn't get shut down.
it's crazy. It's crazy. It's coming. It's
I can't
coming
wait,
for us.
dude. Next year, 2027.
You think next year it's going to come? That soon? That quick?
God, no, we're gonna have visitors next year.
What happens first? Aliens, Skynet, or nuclear war with Russia? Because we're right on the precipice. We're on the precipice of all three of them right now.
Nuclear war wouldn't happen. That's not gonna happen.
I don't know, dude. We are as close as we've ever been, as far other than when we were in the Cold War or the Bay of Pigs. I mean, I think that
I don't think the Syrians or lizard people will allow that to happen.
The who?
The Syrians, the Greys, the people that pull all the strings.
The Syrians? Like from Syria?
Yeah, not Syria. Not from Syria. Syrians is an old race. Like the Greys.
Are you saying Assyrians? Like
Syrian.
ASS?
No, Syrian.
SYRIAN?
Yep.
Like the country. But you're
like
saying
the country, yeah.
So is the country named after these ancient races then, is what you're telling me?
I never really looked into that far. I've just been down a couple rabbit holes. I haven't done it in a while because I get really lost.
Okay, so you watched Anna Paulina Luna on Joe Rogan, I'm assuming, talking about reptilian. Do you not see? You gotta watch that.
Reptilians and the interdimensional beings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Haven't got to that yet. I've got a list of ones because I haven't been listening to many podcasts. I've been talking to Grok a lot at work.
About reptilians and insectoids or whatever?
About everything, like the Middle East. I'm learning a ton from talking to AI.
It's incredible how much what a great tool it is, because like B1 uses it for studying. They give her a study guide like for her schoolwork, and she'll upload that study guide and then say, "Hey, create a test for me that is multiple choice, matching, and true false," just like she would get from her school. And so they create practice tests for her based on the study guide, which is exactly what the actual tests are going to be based on. So she starts quizzing herself and learning all this stuff through all these practice tests that ChatGPT creates for her. It's like
it's a great tool, man. I look up diagnosing things. I'm able to look up generator stuff for stuff that I don't understand. I can tell the AI, explain this to me as if I was a fifth grader.
Oh, dude, yeah, I learn something almost every day. I'm learning something new or figuring out something I didn't know how to do. Like this weekend, you want to hear what's going on with me right now? A little come up I might be having right now. And I shouldn't even say this out loud. But I needed to get a new laptop because a new DJ laptop, because this one I have is about 5-6 years old. It runs fine, but it's just, you know how laptops get when they start getting around that age, they just start getting weird and you never know how really they're going to, perform. And I have a lot of I'm outdoors a lot this summer and next summer. So I need a computer that stays cool. Now the one I have has good cooling in it, but I need a better one. So I went online and I dumped a considerable amount of money on a new laptop. Considerable.
3 Gs.
Not quite, but we're getting there. So I order this thing and on like a Thursday or a Friday. And I wake up on, I don't know, I think it was maybe last Monday morning or one of the days last week. I wake up and I see a huge deposit in my bank account. And I'm like, I go, that's weird. What is this? And I'm sitting there looking at myself, thinking to myself, I'm like, what? Why did they? I do the math and I go, this seems like the exact amount that the laptop was. So I go, all right, well I gotta call them because I want this laptop and I don't want it to get canceled if they cancel the order for some reason. I want to order a different one or something. So I call up there and I explain what's going on. I woke up this morning. I ordered this computer the other day. Blah blah blah. I woke up this morning and it looks like I got a deposit for the same amount for the computer. And the lady goes, "No, you're all paid for, good to go. It's getting ready to ship here in a couple days." I said, "Okay, bye."
Hell yes, dude.
So, dude,
yes.
I don't know what's happening right now, and like I said, it's bad karma. I try not to do bad karma stuff, but I feel like this might be maybe the opposite of that. Is some good karma coming back around or something? Maybe, I don't know, but we'll see what happens.
The scales are beginning to balance.
We'll see what happens. The last I looked, I had a notification that it was in the basically it's in customs right now. So pretty much to me that means it's left the facility, and as long as it passes through customs.
Did you buy this with like a debit card or a credit card? Like does it come from like your bank account, actual cash?
No, from my account. From my account.
Oh, dude, I would empty that account right away, close it, and open another one in a different bank.
That's the plan. That's the plan, Stan.
Yeah. Instantly.
So, yeah, and honestly, it's kind of funny that you say that. That account, I keep no money in because I have so many subscriptions attached to that account that I only move money into it when I want to spend money with that card, which is almost never. It's like if I need to pay a bill or something like that. So Planet Fitness, you're never getting your $20 a month from me again, ever. Because do you know that you have to go to Planet Fitness and cancel your Planet Fitness at Planet Fitness? You can't do it online.
Yeah. Same thing with LA Fitness.
Yeah, but like, I don't want to walk in there and have them be like, you really need to not cancel your subscription, fat boy.
They're still trying to take money off my credit card that's maxed out. Same thing with the 2 car washes I got subscriptions at.
Why do you have car washes? Two different car washes subscriptions.
I had one at one place, but you have to go in to actually cancel it. It's really hard. So I said, fuck that place. And I went to another place, and that place is even dirtier than the other place.
That's funny. My car wash, I love getting good car wash. Car washes are great. Make me feel so good. But anyway, yeah, so my ChatGPT habits are getting crazy. I'm trying to put together tattoo design ideas. Because I have this horrible tattoo of the Hulk on this arm. It's just a horrible tattoo. It's just totally unfinished, and it's just a bad tattoo. And you got my fat, flabby arms there now. It's just all bad. It's just all bad. And so what I've come up with is a idea for this picture, for this where's it at? Let me see, hold on one sec. I came up with an idea here to try to fix this tattoo. And I think I came up with a pretty cool idea. Let's see if I can find it.
You gonna go with full sleeve or half sleeve?
Well, hold on. We'll start here with this. So you guys saw what this looks like. It's this. Here, I'll go full screen so you can see it. It's this. It's this Hulk leaning back. He's got his arms out. My big fat flabby arm like just hides it. That used to be muscle at one point in time. But like the guy that did the tattoo, God love him. He's a great guy. I like him a lot. But he totally whiffed on the placement of it. Like, look at that. It's this head should be up on the like here. His head should be here, and his arms should be, it's crooked. But what that has left is this big open space to utilize for something. Now, I kind of pride myself on not being a rage monster anymore. It's kind of my new thing. I don't like raging out as much as I used to. Before it was like, look how crazy I am. I'll out crazy you. Now I'm not trying to do that. I'll yell occasionally. Then I feel bad after I did it. So I don't see myself so hulky anymore. So I've come, and I am, I like Superman, truth, justice, American way, trying to be a better person, live those ideals, all that kind of stuff. Not perfect. I'll fuck up. But so I decided, since I'm not feeling so hulky anymore, I should find a way to kind of show that I want to like fix this tattoo, but also kind of stop the Hulk part of it. And
so put a pair of glasses on him and make him Nerdy Hulk.
I did this instead.
Ooh.
Not bad, huh?
That's dope.
Now the lasers are coming out of his mouth because that's what ChatGPT did. So they're coming, instead of coming out of his eyes, they're coming out of his mouth. And I wanted them to blast him in the chest and not on his hand.
Doesn't Superman need to be a little bit smaller?
Probably. But this is the general idea that I'm kind of going for.
Yeah. An artist would be able to take that and run with it for sure.
I agree. Now, I have what I want to do behind it, which is, I don't know, this is where we start getting a little bit like, is this too Superman-y? Am I going too far with this? Because I've created two different patterns. Here is this one to use as like a sleeve design. So I got that one. And then I got, which one was that? Small one or two? Small. And then I got this one. So similar, but a little bit different. All right, so those two. All right, I'm not hearing much reaction out of you, so it doesn't.
You want that to be like the backdrop of the tattoo?
That's what I'm thinking. Just doing as a sleeve in general, potentially.
Okay, so it'll look like Chainmail.
So yeah, there's another one I made.
I like that one.
You like this one, the bigger one, like this?
I do like that one. Yeah.
Okay, I've been a little bit more partial to this one myself. Now, I do have this really stupid design that I put together using that one to try to fix this other tattoo I have. And this is kind of silly, and it's super raw and this is horrible graphics. It's so janky looking. But so I have that one right there. And I'm trying to figure out a way to put that, like I would move this over here and behind it, I think. You know what I mean? It would start more like that.
Yeah, so it looks like it's popping out in front of it.
Exactly. So it's just kind of like this just kind of sits on the top of the design. Almost like, like that.
Do you really like that one?
What?
That tattoo.
I have that tattoo already. That's the tattoo on my
right.
right.
You're just trying to put something behind it?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so much better in person than it does in picture.
Yeah, the picture looks like shit. I mean, it really does. That
looks dope.
It's not a bad tattoo. It really isn't. Like, I got it retouched, and he made it more 3D and everything. So it's not terrible. I'm not thrilled about this shadow, and this shadow are a little fucked up. But I feel like if he took this shadowing part over here, all this, and like if that got kind of blended around it all, and then that pattern got filled in like this, and then came down to like a little bit past my elbow, that might look kind of cool. That's what I'm
We
kind of
have
thinking.
similar ideas. I got my the lady coming up that did my 2 cat tattoos, and she's gonna fill in the rest of my right arm.
Say that one more time.
The lady that did both of my cat tattoos on my legs,
Yeah.
she's coming back for another convention, and I already scheduled an appointment with her to fill in all the blank spaces, like in between everything.
Yeah.
Going down, I wanted something to fill in all the negative space, so she's gonna do Nordic runes, like looks like the Matrix, at the beginning and everything's binary and goes down straight lines.
Yeah.
She's just gonna do Nordic runes all the way down my arm in lines of Nordic runes.
That's pretty cool. I like that. I like this one because I am a real nerd for those like Maori tattoos and like the like the one the Rock has that comes around his tit and everything. They're like those kind of what is it, Samoan tattoos and all that.
Yeah.
So I thought it would be cool to get something like that, but not Samoan because I'm not Samoan, obviously. And this is kind of like a ripoff of that, but it's Superman.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? Those are all little Superman symbols.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
I think it's
Okay,
great.
cool.
You think it's too much Superman? I don't think you can have too much Superman. I've got 5 Minnesota Vikings tattoos and 2 regular Vikings on my arm.
That's cool. All right. All right. Yeah, so we'll see what happens with if I keep playing with this Chat GPT and keep well, I was looking into tattoos and then I was like, well, I got to get this laptop. I can't be like getting tattoos. But if this come up happens, it might be a tattoo in my future. Speaking of my future, had a little real quick, Abril, I think it says Abril, says, going back to the subscription thing, it says, I walked right into Planet Fitness and canceled. He was totally cool about it, surprisingly. Well, you're probably not a big fat fuck like me. Like, I'm going to walk in and they're going to be like, you sure you want to cancel, you fat ass? and then I
go on Wednesday to give out pizza.
Okay, go in, get my free pizza, eat some pizza. While I'm eating the pizza, that's when I do my cancellation.
I quit this bitch.
And Daniel, he's in our fantasy football league. He says #1 pick in a 12-man league. Well, hot damn. And Pat Wooey says that Mikey is taking JJ at 2 for show. No Justin Jefferson at 2. All right, we'll see what you end up going with. We'll see what you end up going with. I'm not really thrilled with 8th. I feel like 8th is probably the absolute worst spot you can get in a snake draft. It's just like the shittiest. It just sucks. You're always in the middle. You're never get a good pick. It just sucks. So I'm gonna have to be very strategic with my ChatGPT studying. Oh, real quick, before we move on to my B1 conversation, I have props to Joe Flacco, by the way. He's going to be the starter for the Browns, so big ups to him.
Till week 3.
So why do you think
Shedeur?
You think Shedeur? What do you think of Shedeur?
I think he looks great.
I know, and I watched some analysts talking about after Dylan Gabriel played. They were like, well, after watching both of them, neither of them really stood out amongst the two of them as which one should be ahead in the depth chart. I'm like, Shedeur threw 2 touchdowns. Gabriel fumbled the ball and threw a pick 6. What the fuck are you talking about? They had almost the exact completion percentage numbers and almost the exact amount of yards, except Shedeur scored twice. His first touchdown was an unbelievable pass. Did you see that pass? That was fucking great.
Yeah.
Moving to his left, or dodging fucking defenders, throws it between 3 guys.
Pocket presence was great. He didn't bail every time and just use his legs. The kid has upside. I don't like the kid's attitude. I don't like his dad, but
you don't like Dion?
No.
That's like one of my top 5 favorite NFL players of all time.
I don't like him now. I like him as a player. Like, I can make that separation between people. Like, I like LeBron as a basketball player. I think he's a trash human being.
That could be. No, I love Dion, his entertainment. I loved Prime Time. I love Neon Dion. That was my favorite. So, But speaking of things that aren't so neon or not so prime time, it is NFL season, Mikey. So of course we have some fan fights, my dude, and we love good fan fights here on Another Dumb Show. So this is at the, I believe, Saints Jaguars game, because one guy's wearing a Saints jersey, the other guy's wearing a Travis Hunter jersey, a Camaro jersey, Saints jersey. So here I'll just clip to it. So all right, so they're getting ready to go. Looks like somebody's getting ready to leave, and the two of them decide, you know what? Nobody's leaving. This is what's happening instead. Mikey, you're gonna fucking love this. This is so good.
Go right there.
Ooh! Get that bitch!
Run the hose. What's up, man?
Yup. Oh! Oh, you don't go for a single leg. Oh, he opened it, slapped him.
Security guard don't give a fuck. Oh, he got his shit right
Oh, tables could turn. Nope. Fat man.
Oh,
boy's too
shit.
fat.
Close your fist, bitch.
Shit.
Pulled his shirt over his head. I love it. Then right here. Whoops. Oh. Isn't that fucking great?
That's the worst fight I've ever seen.
One of the best fan fight videos of all time. I love it so much. These guys, they went viral. It's been like, even like regular news sources are fucking playing that video because it's so fucking good. Oh, that's
what a
funny.
fucking disaster. The one dude wasn't closing his hand. He tried a single leg takedown on someone that's 400 pounds.
I love when he gets down around his leg and he's like, oh, this is a bad decision. And then when the big fat guy has a chance to turn the tables there when the Travis Hunter dude falls over, but he's so fat and so slow that he can't even roll over to get on top of him or anything. I loved it. That was a great video. Oh, you want another real quick video? Where, speaking of B1, I'll tell this B1 story real quick. But she and I got in I don't know if argument is the right word for it, but we got in a debate today about this video. She claims this is just some guys having a race, and I can't play it because every other word in this, I can't play the audio. Every other word is the N word in this video. They're saying, get that N word, get that N word.
I don't think you're supposed to say it like that.
N word.
No, I'm just saying, like, get that. I don't think, like, the preface to the N word, you shouldn't be saying, get that.
It would be
that.
dat.
That just doesn't
Not
sound good.
that. It would be dat. You're right.
Oh, all right.
Get dat. And they're yelling that. And B1 said, this is so funny. Look at these guys racing. And I said, I don't think these guys are racing, babe. So here's the video. It looks kind of like they started out in a race at the beginning a little bit because they're all kind of lined up. Like if you zoom in, yeah, they're all kind of next to each other a little bit. But as you watch the rest of this video, this is what's happening here. If you're in a race, you don't veer off into the grass. People aren't yelling, get dat, Anna.
Does he have a cigarette mouth or a lollipop?
He's got a fucking Black and Mild in his mouth the whole time, Mikey. What a great catch, because that was where I was going to go next. You'll notice this black.
He's got the wood chip.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite part right there is the pump. This run pump he's doing right here. He's putting it on right there. He's huffing. And then to get to a point where he's got to hop a fence, and they're still chasing his ass. Now, I don't think that is. I don't think they're having fun right there. I don't know. You think they're playing around? I feel like the dude in the red shirt might have taken.
I don't know. It's hard to tell because the beginning of the video it really does look like they're all like even, but then the dude drops his backpack behind him, which tells me that dude's a little bit more serious about it, and it just keeps going. Like if it was a race, it wouldn't keep going.
It wouldn't keep going. Why would he veer off way off to the left and then they run around the trees? And yeah, they're trying to catch that guy for sure.
Fence, yeah, they're trying to catch that.
Disaster says, "Get that ninja." That's what they were saying. Exactly. All right. So anyway, yeah, B1 and I were going back and forth about that today. She thinks it's just a race. Speaking of going back and forth with B1, so I had a little bit of a. Normally, when she does things that upset me in the past, I would freak out. No, not freak
Lash
out, but I would act out in anger. I would react in anger. So a couple weekends ago, she and I went to the county fair. We spent like a whole evening doing it. We went there at like 5 o'clock and we were there till 10 o'clock. We spent like a whole evening there. Did the whole fair thing, saw the animals, ate a bunch of food. We didn't ride any rides because we're not doing that shit, but we just ate food. Basically just ate a bunch of food. We go there to eat the fair food.
Yeah.
That's what we're there for. And then we found out
fried
they
food,
were,
baby.
yeah, I got cheese on a stick. First thing you do when you walk into the fair, you gotta get a lemonade. You go get a lemonade. I mean, it's just
Big boy, no ice.
step one. You go get your lemonade. If you can get some extra sugar, whatever. So you get your lemonade. So we got our lemonades. We went in to go look at the animals. And there's cows and all that shit. And then you go into this one, there's one like barn area, and then there's another barn area. So it just keeps going like a whole different sections. We made it through the first section of cows. We made it through these big ass fucking quarter horses or whatever they're fucking called, these giant horses. And then we go into this other room. I take 3 steps into this room, Mikey, and I realize we're in the pig room because the smell was so fucking bad. I turn the corner and I just, you're taking normal breaths, just a normal big deep breath. And I took a deep breath and I went, and I go, I'm like, and I breathe through my hand to try to hold it together. And I'm like, I'm trying to play it cool for a minute. And then I finally look at B1 and I'm like, I have to get out of here. I'm going to throw up. So I left the pig area, like I at least got far enough away that I couldn't smell it anymore. And then she came walking over and she was like, I can't believe you made it as long as you did in there with as bad as it smelled. She was actually shocked that I lasted as long as I did because it was that bad of a smell. And she's used to it because she had farm animals and shit growing up or whatever. Her dad's got a farm and all that shit. So we all the animals do all the animals, of course. Then it's start binge eating. B1 immediately goes over. She gets some corn on a cob. So she's eating the hot, fresh corn on the cob. Then I go over for cheese on a stick. Swiss cheese fried on a stick. Probably one of my favorite things to get at the fair. Love it. So good. What else did she get? She then went on to eat so much just junk food. She got candied apples, all that shit. Anyway, she got all this stuff. Mikey, I decided I've been on a pulled pork kick lately. So they had a barbecue place. Pigfoot barbecue. And I went up to the counter and I go, you guys have pulled pork sandwiches, right? And she goes, yeah. And I go, I want a pulled pork sandwich with double meat. And she goes, nobody's ever asked me for that before. I don't know if we're allowed to do that. And I said, why don't you ask? Because I want double meat.
Yeah.
I basically didn't want any of that bun at all. I just wanted a plate, a pile. I wanted
Well, you needed the bread to soak up the juice so you could eat the bread afterwards with all the pork juice.
I'm eating this pork so fast, Mikey, that there's no time for juice to even sop into bread. That's how fast I'm eating.
So not pre-sauced pork, right? You have to sauce it yourself.
Correct. Well, I think they might have thrown some sauce on it while they were smoking it. I think they might have thrown some sauce on it when they were smoking it. Whatever their house sauce is, because it was a little it was a little red to it. But anyway, so I got that, and then I got my double meat. It cost me $22 for a pulled pork sandwich. The girl looks at me and she goes, "I'm about to give you a lot of meat," and it took everything in me to say, right back at you, baby. She was 12, so it would have been really been inappropriate. But anyway, so I got my pulled pork. I inhaled my pulled pork. The fair was a huge success. Now, we decided to stay late at the fair after dark, which, Mikey, the Cuyahoga County Fair is not generally a place where some people should be after dark.
Most
Because
local fairs in small towns, it turns into the gathering of juggalos.
I would argue this is a gather of the Kendrick Lamarlos. There were no juggalos there. We went from fitting in to not fitting in at all, very, very quickly. It was amazing how, as the darkness started to happen, it stopped smelling like fair food and just smelled like blunts. Just blunt city. I couldn't believe it. Like I've never been at this fair this late, and we only decided to stay late because there were drone fireworks, and I've never seen drone fireworks before.
Ooh,
So I wanted to
neither.
see these drone fireworks. So thank God we were going to go see these drones. We were going to stand in this little midway section where you could still see the fireworks. And then the two of us, I don't know which one of us said it, but we were like, maybe we should go over by the front exit and we'll still be able to see the fireworks and get out quick. Well,
Yeah, haste the exit.
Thank God we did that, because 5 minutes after the drone thing ended, there was a huge fight right where we were going to be standing, and somebody got shot. So it was, I mean, we were like literally like 1,000 feet around the corner from it when it was all going on. So we didn't hear any gunshots or anything. We might have, there were actual real fireworks going off too.
Yeah.
So anyway,
That's scary.
yeah, it was a little. I mean, it was, it's not like we weren't really near it or anything to be nervous or scared or anything, but it was just like the potential where we were about to be and then weren't there. So thankfully,
Yeah.
so one of us was smart. But we did that whole day. That was on a Saturday. Now the Friday before that, she spent the whole day with her sister, doing some stuff with her sister. And Mikey, do me a favor, check the chat. I'm gonna piss my pants. Hold on, check the chat for me, bro.
Got you. I'm gonna lean back, guys, because my back hurts. Disaster, you can pull my pork, baby. God, disaster. I missed you, buddy. How's everybody else doing? What's been going on? Mercury Maniacs, Wonder Woman, Skynet. We're there. We are definitely there. Maybe my chat's not working. Scrolling back up. Wait, Jacob. Brian Robinson's a stud? Dude's being benched. He's getting ready to be traded. He's trash. He ain't gonna end up anywhere. Hope somebody drafts him early. That rookie from Washington, he's gonna be incredible. That's a really long piss. Now I'm getting awkwardly silent and embarrassed a little bit.
My back teeth are floating. Holy crap. I was like the never ending piss. Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I know. I'm sweating. I got all nervous. There was a lot of dead air. I didn't know what to say. The chat isn't that live.
That's all right. Just talk. You're good. You did fine. Anyway, I got myself another beer too, so that's good. All right. So anyway, I left off. So Saturday, I spent this last weekend, 2 weekends ago. I spent the Saturday with B1 at the fair. Well, then the day before, she had spent the whole day with her sister painting her senior year parking space at the high school. So whatever, good for you. Good, I'm glad you did that. It was fun. And then Sunday, I can't remember what she did. She did something all day Sunday, either with her friends or something. And then I noticed on Monday that she had posted everything she did over the weekend except for the time that we spent together. And I went, yeah, I wasn't mad. I'll be honest with you. Like I know it sounds so lame, but my feelings were hurt.
I was about to say, this time to be mad at it. It's sort of like left out, like feeling like, what? Like that actually hurts a little bit.
It did, and I was like really conflicted about whether or not I should bring it up to her. So I sat on it for about a week, and then
Let it stew.
More just kind of thinking about, do I have the right to even give a shit about what she posts on her social media? Should I care about that? It doesn't matter. It's not real, tangible anything. It's bullshit, basically. But then I would think to myself, like, no, if you're happy, you want to show off your life, you're showing off some stuff, but you're not showing off other stuff. And then it made me think about when we went to the Luke Bryan concert. She did kind of the same thing, where she posted a bunch of pictures of her at the Luke Bryan concert, but left out the picture of me and her and Brady together.
Pattern.
Well, there is a pattern there, and I said that to her, and I didn't mention that there's a pattern there. I just mentioned that I said to her, we were just, I don't remember exactly what day it was, but we were just kind of sitting there. We just got done smoking. We were just kind of sitting there chilling. We were both kind of doom scrolling and hanging out together. And I was like, I think I'm going to say something. So I turned around and I was like, hey, I need to talk to you about something. And then I just went right into it and explained what I said and everything. And she looked at me and she went, I'm actually really sorry. I'm really sorry if I hurt your feelings. And it wasn't patronizing or, like just blowing me off. It actually felt like it didn't land on deaf ears. Like she actually heard it.
Genuine, yeah, she was listening.
Yeah, it was genuine. It was because I know when she's full of shit. So I didn't feel like she was full of shit. And then, she said, all that, and I accepted her apology, and we kind of moved on for a second and started doing other stuff. And then she actually physically got up and came over and gave me this big hug and kissed me on the cheek and apologized again and said she was really sorry. So I was like, okay, she genuinely seems like she's sorry. So, I expected immediately for her to post a picture of us together. But no, no, I'm kidding. But no, I said to her, I go, just so you know, you tend to present yourself online as a single person. And we are both living a life where we're both, supposed to be committed to each other, and we're working on whatever we're working on. If it's our future or whatever, we don't really talk about it much. But this kind of situation is like a red flag situation for me. I didn't really say red flag, but it is a red flag. It's not what I mean? So
does she maybe not post you or you guys together because she catches flack from friends and family?
That's exactly what my mom said. Because I brought it up to my mom just to kind of get her take on it. Because my mom loves Britney. So more often than not, she takes Britney's side whenever I bring stuff up to her. So it's not like one of those kind of, I'm going to my mommy and I'm going to get what I want to hear. Because she usually will tell me otherwise. But she was even kind of like, I could see why you'd feel that way. I can see why you'd be upset about it. So, yeah. So it was it was a good step for me as a person in a relationship because normally I am like, just fly off the handle and start raging out and yelling,
Overreact and assume
overreacting. Yeah. And I think she appreciated the fact that I didn't react out of anger, that I didn't just like start, well, obviously you got something to hide or blah, 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 blah. I didn't go into any of that. I just said, this is what you did. This is how it made me feel. And that's it. And it was just in total conversational tone. No, I wasn't like crying like some simp ass baby or anything or whatever, or yelling like some kind of maniac. It was just actually like a normal person having a conversation. So,
you're growing up right in front of me.
It's amazing how that works. It's a lot of medications. I'm on 8,000 different pills, I think, at this point. So
I threw all of them away.
Dude, they got me on a pill now for my heart, because I got my lipid levels are too high, and they're worried about my cholesterol. So they gave me a very low end statin. So I'm on that now, like some fucking old person. I got to take this.
I'm scared to death to go to the doctor and get blood work done or anything like that.
You can do it. You can do it through like one of those websites. Like, what's going on back there? The cat's just sitting in front of the. Look at that! Look at that perfect cat silhouette. Anyway, but no, I did. Did you see the episode where I did the testosterone thing?
No.
Yeah, I did. I did one of those online testosterone tests to find out what,
like 300 to 350.
No, 1,200.
Lower.
1,200. 1,200.
Jesus Christ, you're a bull.
Off the charts. Off the fucking charts. Yeah. Fucking numbers, dude. Like, so.
Dude, 1,200 is what I was running when I was jamming myself with testosterone every other day.
Yeah, it was like 1198 is what my testosterone level's at.
That's mid for 47, dude.
Oh, I was very happy about it. Well, which makes me, that's when I started saying to the doctor, I'm like, why the fuck am I having these fucking dick problems then every once in a while? What's going on with it? And he's like,
that's all right.
He's like, don't worry about it. We'll get you some Cialis. You'll be fine. And I'm like, I get all that, but what the fuck's going on here? If there's not my testosterone, it's what the fuck is happening with my Johnson every once in a while? Like,
it's the other medication.
They said it's not. So I think there's just something in my head sometimes. I don't know if it's just like worries about relationship shit with her or what, but there's just, I truly think it might just be in my head. And because once that happens to you one time, when you're not drunk, when you're drunk, you're like, fucking, I'm drunk. I got whiskey dick. That fucking happens to you when you're not drunk. You're in panic mode. Like, what is wrong with me?
Like, I felt like a cockroach. Like, I was so embarrassed. I had so much shame. I felt fucking like less than a man.
Yes, 100%. 100%. Like, makes you depressed, nervous. So you're literally finding every single way to figure out what the fuck is going on and why it's happening. And then once it happens, though, it gets in your head. So almost every time before I have sex now, I think to myself, what if that happens again? What if that happens again?
I won't have sex in the morning when I go over to the car salesman house, because the one time I went over there, she was like, let's get it done quick. And I dropped my pants and it was just a fucking noodle. I mean, no matter what she did, that shit did not, it wasn't going.
That's the weirdest.
I was trying to rush it. Now when I go over there in the morning, she's like, let's go for it. I'm like, not doing it in the morning. Nope, never again.
Now I take God, this is embarrassing to even say this. I take a low dose. They gave me 20 milligram pills of Cialis. So now I break them into quarters and I take a low dose every day. So it just stays in my system. Seems to work. Seems to have fixed the problem.
I pop 2 Blue Chews every time before I go over to the house.
Back at it. Well, I tried those Rugiet Readies, which are the mix.
Were those gas station pills?
No, it's like one of the online ones. It's the one that, like, they're on TV constantly. It's the one that's got a combination of Cialis, Viagra, and some other thing called apomorphine that supposedly works your brain. It like supposedly helps the brain dick response or whatever. and they're supposed to work in 15 minutes. They don't work in 15 minutes.
My 2 blue chews work in 15 minutes, and my face turns as red as this shirt.
How many milligrams is 2 of those things?
No idea. But I'm as hard as a fucking 15-year-old.
Do they tell you
straight to the ceiling?
Do they tell you to take 1 or 2?
It says to take 1, but if you double it up, you got to work double as good.
Have you ever had an erection lasting more than 4 hours?
No.
Okay, well, that's what they say in the Viagra commercials. That's
I've had priapism before, but from taking trazodone, the sleeping pill.
What, that gives you a giant honker?
Yeah, it happened to me while I was in rehab.
That's so
It was
strange.
like 2.5 hours in the middle of the night, dude. It was throbbing. It hurt so bad.
What do you do? Try to crank it out and hope it goes away, and then it doesn't, and it just hurts more?
I tried to, but like when you're sharing a room with 3 other guys, I'm not gonna, sit there under the sheet and go at it.
Yeah. You can't do that. That's no fun. Okay. Well, yeah. So, that's my old person story for the day. Maybe that's why she's presenting herself as single online. Might have something to do with it. Anyway, all right. So let's see. What time is it? Oh, it's 9:18 already. Holy shit.
Yeah, I got a boogie soon. I got a Warzone date.
All right. I think
my Eastern European friend.
I got one quick little video that you'll like, Mikey. Do you remember? I'm sure you were listening probably the day that I got choked out on the show.
Yep.
Oh, hold on one sec. Where'd this video go? Hold on. I lost my video. Hold on one sec, guys. Did I not pull this video? Oh, come on, Sean. All right, hold on one sec. We'll just watch it here. I don't have to pull it. We'll just full screen it. We don't even need audio. All right, so yeah, back when I was on RMG, we had a guy on the show named Dan Bobish, who was like a up and coming MMA guy, and I don't know what he won, some local stuff maybe, but he was a pretty badass dude. He was in MMA when it was still like borderline bare knuckle. It was,
before they started testing for steroids and everything like that, like when it was real men fighting.
Yeah, and I don't know that dude was on steroids. I don't mean to allege anything because he always seemed like a pretty nice guy. Yeah, was a very nice guy, but he was massive, just a gigantic human being, huge dude. And so we came into the show for an interview one time, and this was way back in the CBS days, in the old studio. And Rover, it was me and Jazzy Jim were interns. And Rover said, which one of you two wants to get choked out? And Jazzy Jim went, not me. And I went, okay, well, I guess I am.
I'll do it.
I guess I'll do it then. So I went in, and Dan Bobish proceeded to put me into a blood choke and choked me out. And in the process, didn't realize he was doing it, and I didn't realize until after the fact. He crushed a nerve on the side of my face while he was doing it, and I couldn't feel this part of my face for years. It's fine now, but I just couldn't feel part of my face. He just crushed a nerve completely. He didn't do it on purpose. It was probably me fighting it or whatever, but so he put me out. It was very strange because I don't remember passing out. I remember everything turning into, it goes to snow, like a TV screen. Like, remember back in the day on old TV screens with snow, what that would look like? Do you remember what I'm talking about? What's that?
Poltergeist.
Yeah, exactly. It was that weird, just kind of snow black on the TV. Exactly. That's what everything went to in front of my eyes. It just went to snow, and I was gone. And then immediately after that, it was all the people on the show standing over me waking up and thinking I was in a dream. I thought I was dreaming. And then Bobish started smacking me in the face. And then I came out of it. I woke up out of it, and I was like, and I was fine. Like I was totally fine, other than my jaw was a little sore at that in that moment, but I was so kind of out of it that I didn't realize what had happened until days later. But so getting choked out by a professional MMA guy is a unusual experience. Now,
Yeah.
I wish that this one, mine, had gone a little bit more like this one because it was a little bit more gentle. Here, and you say the greatest MMA fighter of all time is who?
John Jones.
John Jones. There you go. So here is a video of John Jones meeting some sort of influencer, TikToker or somebody who does the same thing and says, "Hey, put me to sleep." And this is what happens. Oh, I gotta mute this because of the music. Says, "Hey, you want to put me to sleep?" All right, so this is exactly what Bobish did to me. He had me put my arms out like that. He said, "Just relax and go with it," which is what I did. I didn't fight it really much, other than I didn't really like the way it was around my chin. So I think I kind of like might have pushed down a little bit. So I might have done it to myself a little bit. But I think see how John Jones's right arm is on that up position, and he's like he's got it locked or whatever. I can't even do it because I'm not but I think when he did the push like this, it smushed my head up against my arm right here.
Bobish's arms were a lot bigger too, so he has a hard time making that.
Huge arms, huge, giant, massive arms. Like I remember I remember the bicep squeezing. Like it wasn't just like
so that's why it's so hard for him to actually make that connection and do that. It squishes you a little bit more than blood chokes you.
Yep, he did. So I had my arms out just like that, eyes closed. This guy's not fighting it at all. So you start to see he's slowly going, and then the snow, and you're out. Now, this is the different thing that happened between my situation and this one. At this point, I'm pretty sure Bobish just dropped me on the floor and started smacking me in the face. This guy does a nice little shoulder thing he does with him, just like, oh, okay.
I almost don't know if that was real.
Oh, you think it was fake?
I do.
Really?
Yeah, look at that gap in the back. He's not flexing. Maybe he put him out for a second, but that's... I don't know, man.
Okay, well, it is very different. You could be right. And I just assume everything I see on the internet is real. So I'm the worst at finding anything that's fake.
And if this is a current video, I don't think John Jones would put himself in this position, given the legal troubles he's having right now and trying to get back into the testing pool and come out of retirement to fight on the July 4th next year at the White House.
Yeah, you're right. He's not clamping down hard. His arms aren't even touching. You're right.
No, nothing at all. You can't even see his arm flexing. The kid's arms are still swinging, and he picked them up himself. No, that's fake.
I think you might be right, Mikey. Now that I'm watching this, like, and thinking about like everything the way it went down with me, I was also 350 pounds.
Kind of hard to hold that weight.
Kind of, even Dan Bobish would have had a hard time holding my fat ass up in the air. So that could be why they just threw me on the ground and then stood over me in a circle and laughing, and while I got slapped in the face. So, yeah, a little bit different than the John Jones situation, I think. So you might be right. That might be fake. Damn it, God. One of these days, I'll peg a fake video, guys. One of these days. One of these fucking days. All right, that's funny. Okay, guys, I think that's... Oh, real quick, one last little quick hit before we wrap things up. There is a brand called Oddfellows Frida that has released a breast milk ice cream.
I saw this the other day.
Did you see it? Yeah, I just came across it today. I haven't been looking at anything in the news or anything like that, but I did. It's funny because I found this story on Barstool, and the first thing I thought of was fucking Homelander from what's it called? From the Boys, and his obsession with breast milk. And then sure enough, I go look at the posts. Look at this. This is what fucking popped up. That right there. Just fucking Homelander. So, and I got to be honest with you, I bet this is actually pretty good because I've obviously got 3 kids. My ex-wife was so horny when she was pregnant, and we had tons of pregnancy sex. And towards the end of pregnancy sex, they're already starting to milk a little bit, and then even after, you still having sex once they're all healed up. I'm a breast milk connoisseur. Breast milk tastes great. I'm not gonna
Super
lie.
taster.
It's very sweet. It's like condensed milk, basically. If you've ever tasted
Like vanilla sweet cream? Like I want some in my coffee?
it would be delicious in coffee. If you want a sweetener, it wouldn't have that vanilla, but it would be more like
Or I mean,
sweet.
sorry, Italian sweet cream.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, just a little, you just got to make sure you got to make sure you stir it real good or it might get a little chunky. The colostrum will build up. No, apparently, I don't think it's actual breast milk. It's got all the things that make up breast milk, like colostrum and things like that. So it's, but people that tasted it, what's that?
No, finish what you were saying. I got something to say before we leave.
No, I had a video of some girl that tasted it, and she just said it tasted like regular vanilla ice cream. So, the ice cream is packed with, quote, similar nutrients to breast milk and formula, including colostrum. So, there you go. Breast milk ice cream. It's a thing.
Dude, a story for next time we're on. I got to cross something off my bucket list in the last 6 months. I was a bull in a cuck situation.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Y'all, you blew it. All right, hold on. Nobody heard it anyway. I talked over it. Let me put a note in here. Add card. Mikey bucket list cross off. Okay, saved for next time. Perfect. All right, dude. Hey, man. Thanks for coming and hanging out tonight. I appreciate it.
Oh, dude, it was great. I had an awesome time.
Me too. And I got to tell you, man, I think all you need to do, you need to get a little iPad stand. They have them on Amazon. Like I have this for my phone. This little guy.
Dude, I just realized after I knocked the Coke over, the case on my iPad has a stand on the back, and that's what it's sitting on right now.
Oh, okay, cool. Good stuff. There you go. Then I think in the future, maybe just put it on something because the headroom is just the only problem right now. We got so much difference between me and you above our heads. I think. Ooh, that was a good one.
Yeah, I can change the level a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's all we got to do is figure that out. So once we get that figured out, but I think it sounds much better. I don't know what happened when you saw. Oh yeah, because it sounded great once you signed it back on. So was your iPad dying?
No.
I wonder what happened where the audio just went out. That's weird. Can you hear me okay? Am I quiet on your
I can hear you great. I can
Oh.
see you great. This works so much better than my laptop.
Perfect. That's great because it honestly looks and sound. I think it sounds better too, personally. So,
and I prefer to not wear the headset because I get sweaty as shit wearing that thing.
Yeah, those things suck. I never. I don't want people. I don't want to wear those either. So, that's why I got these guys. Those fucking stupid. Like I could be wearing.
I wish I could use like wireless ones like that when I'm playing Call of Duty.
Well, I don't know how Xbox works, but I know they make Bluetooth wireless headphones for the PlayStation that you could get.
Oh,
I'm
maybe
pretty
I'll
sure.
switch Nike.
Well, actually, I don't know if they make earbuds. I know they make over-the-ear ones because my son has the over-ear ones that he uses for Bluetooth. And I always say to him, I'm like, don't those lag? And he's like, no, they're perfect. There's no lag at all. So, what are you doing? What are you looking up?
I'm just looking them up real quick, but they're all wireless, but they're all still cans.
Hold on. You know what? You know who can find this out for us, Mikey?
ChatGPT.
Yeah. This Bluetooth earbuds that work with Xbox. Let's see. Ooh. Why Bluetooth doesn't natively work with Xbox. Xbox consoles, including Series XS and Xbox One, do not support standard Bluetooth audio devices. It uses its proprietary wireless protocol for headsets, not Bluetooth. So even if you own earbuds with Bluetooth, plugging them in your Xbox won't work natively. Options that do work. Earbuds using a USB-C or USB-A wireless dongle. Razer Hammerhead Hyperspeed earbuds. They include a Hyperspeed dongle to connect with your Xbox, plus Bluetooth for mobile use.
Probably don't come with a microphone though.
Oh yeah.
I'll just be an old school sweat.
Huh. Steel Series Arctis Game Buds for Xbox. These are explicitly designed for Xbox. 2.4 gigahertz wireless dongle, ANC longer battery life, and customizable sound profiles. Let me ask if any of these have microphones. Do any of these have microphones? All of them have microphones, Mikey.
Ooh, I got to do some research then.
Look up the Steel Series Arctis Game Buds. Steel Series Arctis Game Buds.
Steel Series. Oh, they're right there.
There you go.
Thanks, ChatGPT.
It's pretty fucking cool, man. You could find out anything you want, guys. Don't be afraid of it. Use it. I know it's going to just end up getting us all killed by Skynet in the end, but it's really fucking amazing how well it works. So, all right, Mikey, I love you, bro. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Love you, buddy.
Rest of the week, and then I'll see you again soon.
Absolutely. Have a good night, bud.
Perfect. Later, dude. Alrighty, guys, that is going to wrap things up for us tonight here on another Dumb Show. I hope you guys had a wonderful time here with us tonight. If you don't have your notifications turned on, if you want to know when we're going to go live, you should probably have those turned on. So turn the notifications on that way you'll know when the show goes live. Starting to slur, the beers are catching up to me. Wow, that was a bad one. Catching up to me. Anyway, guys, you know the drill. Like the show, subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on, like tonight's episode in particular. If you don't already follow me on Instagram or X or TikTok, make sure you follow me at Another Dumb Show. And guys, I think that's going to wrap things up for us. I'm out of here. See you.